morning. We have a beautiful stretch of weather here in September in Ludington, and we are taking Andromeda up to Frankfort, about 40 nautical miles north. To spend some time with the family. We're all going to stay on the boat in Frankfort and see some friends. It's a beautiful day. There's no wind, the sun is out, and oddly enough we have some temperatures in the 80s here for the next few days, so we're going to take advantage of it. Are you ready for another boat trip? It's been a while. Hey, are you ready? You ready to go again? You like being on the boat? It's been a while. He's ready. Well, a little less prepared than we have been in the past. When we were finishing our loop, there was no problem at all to get right off the dock, and came down here this morning from the house and try to get her prepared to leave, and how quickly we forget. So I think we're about ready. The engines are warming up, and we're about to make a 40-mile trip, which we haven't done since we crossed our wake. So we're kind of excited to get back out on the water, but it feels a little foreign right now.
I know.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
We didn't make it far. We're off the dock, but we're over at the fuel station here getting topped off and pumped out before we head out on the big lake. Bringing back the memories.
Yep. Ludington's the only one that has a block, though.
Oh.
Yeah. Normally you have to squeeze it the whole time. And they usually pump it for you, but it's helping them.
I'd rather have them do the pump out while we do the fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What do you think there, buddy? A little bit nervous? First time back? Engine's running? You'll be fine. I believe we have Gold Looper's sea arrow over there on our wall, teasing us with the catamaran as something we're considering as a future vessel. Good looking boat. They are Gold Loopers, flying the flag proud. This is Sea Remedy. They are just starting their loop. They're in the dock next to us. It's a pretty nice day out today, so we're not seeing many loopers at the dock or in the marina. Again, this time of year is just fantastic here in our home port because it's a popular stopping spot for all the loopers. And it's been a little weird for us because we just love to be part of them and join them, but not really many people here today. We got the catamaran over here and the big carver next to us, but everybody's moving because the lake is flat. There's an east wind, which means it's pretty flat out on Lake Michigan along the shore, and anybody who travels Lake Michigan knows you take advantage of it when it's flat. What we're hoping is when we get up to Frankfort tonight that maybe there's some loopers coming around from Leelanau or from Mackinac that we'll get to chat with up in Frankfort, but we'll wait and see who shows up there when we get there tonight.
How we doing, Ollie? You okay? Remember everything now? Getting ready to have a little lunch. We're just coming up on Big Point Software, so Ollie's doing good. So here we are at about 1860 RPMs, which gets us about 20 knots. That seems to be the perfect cruising speed. The engines just sound really smooth. The boat rides really well. And it's not obviously the best fuel burn, but man, it's a comfortable speed to cruise at. Well, we are about an hour out of Frankfort, and the sea state is just perfect. There's barely a ripple on the water, no clouds, it's nice and warm. It's going to be a better September day for traveling out on Lake Michigan. And we are just going past Manistee, in the water tower out. Which every day traveling on Lake Michigan can be this nice. It's really great. Passing fellow loopers out of the blue, that is empty out of the blue. It's like they're heading south, maybe to like it. Beautiful day for the loopers on Lake Michigan. Sweetie, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm inspired.
About a half hour, about 30 minutes off the Frankfort Pierheads. It's been an awesome ride. The lake's been beautiful. Ollie's sound asleep. We have to get some cleaning done because this time of year spiders just take over the boat. She wiped out a bunch of spiders. It's had a really great time. It's lunch. And yeah, about 30 minutes from the Pierhead. It's just been a really great cruise.
Feels good.
Feels good.
Marina, Jacobson's Marina, Andromeda, 09.
This is Jacobson Marina. Can we go to channel 72? Channel 72, over.
7-2, copy. Andromeda on 7-2.
Andromeda, this is Jacobson Marina. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi, we're coming in. I believe we're slip number 6 on the outside. Got anybody give us a hand?
We'll be down there, Andromeda. Yep, looks like that is correct. Bow in port tie, or you can turn the starboard over.
Yep. Well, bow in, port tie. We are all set up for a port tie. We're just coming past the channel now. We're in the channel.
Guys, we'll see you shortly. And got some further cases. This will be standing by 170972.
Andromeda stand by all night. Have made it to Frankfort. We're safely moored up. Our daughters are somewhere around town. They were here a little bit before us, and we're all gonna get together here and go out for dinner. However, when we pulled into the harbor, I mean, we weren't a quarter mile from the pier head, and the power went on the starboard engine went back down to half power. So we're gonna dig into that in the morning. It's 86 degrees right now. The engine room's too hot, but it could mean two things. It means there's something we can't see wrong with the starboard engine that keeps resurfacing, maybe a sensor, maybe it gets too hot. All the temperature gauges looked fine, but the engine just went down to half power. It was kind of a gut punch. Or it means that our exhaust leak is now so bad that we can only travel a little bit before the air cleaner clogs up. I'm hoping it's the air cleaner, because then we can clean it out. So we'll dig into that tomorrow, but we're gonna have some fun with the girls tonight. Just out for a little morning walk in beautiful downtown Frankfort. Took a nice dinghy ride to dinner last night. But as we were pulling into Frankfurt Harbor, our starboard engine dropped down to half power again. It's something we've been dealing with. It's kind of what's holding us back from heading south this winter. So we thought the problem might have been solved, but the exhaust leak on the starboard engine continues to get worse. So we've talked about it in some previous videos. We're going to address it more once we get Andromeda on the hard, but for now we're just going to enjoy our time here in Frankfurt. Kind of fun. We've been getting some congratulatory messages on Nebo. People see us up in Frankfurt and they think that we're just a few miles from crossing our wake, even though we've been home for 3 or 4 months and crossed our wake a few months ago. So it's just kind of funny how Nebo works and the people that are following along with us. So lots of nice messages and always a great way to meet some new fun people. So one of the issues Andromeda had right when we almost got home and crossed our wake was we lost serious power in our starboard engine. It didn't stall, kept going. We thought we fixed that a few weeks ago with our friend Ed Hislop. We put a new filter on and we saw the crushed air filter on the starboard engine, and I've talked about this previously, but the starboard engine has an exhaust leak. It appears to be getting worse and worse, and it loads up the air filter on the outboard side and it can't breathe. The starboard engine can't get all the air it needs. We put the new air cleaner on and thought, oh man, we've got, we bought ourselves a few hundred miles or a few hundred hours at least to get finished through the summer and get the boat down to where we're going to end up having to service it this winter and attack that problem. So on our 2 or 3 hour run from Ludington north up to Frankfurt yesterday, literally right at the pier heads, the RPMs dropped down on the starboard engine and we just had half power. It wouldn't go up, the RPMs wouldn't go up. There's no alarms, there's no temperatures, there's no sensors, no nothing other than we noticed the loss of power. I'm guessing after a nice 2 hour run, it's been about 8 engine hours since we put that new filter on, that it's probably loaded up. So I'm here in Frankfurt. I'm going to go down the engine room, pull that air filter off, go through the cleaning procedures, see if I can't get the soot and stuff out of it, hoping that's the problem, and see what else I can see. And if that's all it is a loaded up air filter, I'll clean it, put it back on, and it should be enough to get us home. Where at the dock at home, I'll clean it again or replace it before we make the run down south to Grand Haven to put the boat away for the winter. So about to get down in the engine room and see if we can't solve the problem.